service worker here at the agency. Would you like to introduce yourself?
My name's Tia.
Okay, well thank you for coming. So I'm just going to go over the Confidentiality Act for you a little bit. So anything that we discuss in the session stays in the session unless you are at danger for yourself or a child is at risk, or unless I am court ordered to release the information. So if the police need it, a judge needs it, anyone like that, I'll be forced to release the information.
Okay.
Do you have any questions about that?
No, that sounds good.
Okay. So what brings you here today?
I've been struggling a little bit with my drinking.
Okay.
I think I've been using it as like a crutch, and I don't want that to be like the thing that I go to is like a crutch.
Okay, so it's like a coping
Yeah,
mechanism?
but like not a good one.
Not a good one? Okay. Is there anything specific that brings you to drink?
I think stress. A lot of it is stress.
Okay. Did you want to tell me a little bit more about that? Certain things that
It's
are stressful?
mostly I think just work stress, and then I go home and I like just turn to alcohol when I feel like there's like more things I could probably turn to. So
Yeah.
I was like, maybe I should talk to someone and get some coping methods.
Okay, I totally understand that. How long have you had a little bit of a drinking problem for? Has this always been a way that you coped, or is it a more recent way that you coped?
I would say more recent, probably like the last year.
Okay. Would you say that you drink a lot?
Not a lot, but like enough that it like I don't want to use it as a way to.
So not a lot, but enough. that
Like
you
enough,
consider
yeah.
a problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a problem, not like alcoholism, I guess is how
Okay.
I would like
That's
describe it.
understandable. Okay. So how would you say that the drinking is affecting your life?
I think like mostly I feel like I get very agitated like when I drink, and then I end up like getting mad at my boyfriend, which I don't like.
Okay.
So
it's not really normal for you
it's not.
to
I don't
be
normally
an
get
angry person?
I don't normally get like angry.
Okay.
So it affects me that way, and then also it just makes me really tired. So I don't get like very much accomplished. So I don't like to be sluggish.
Okay.
Like
So it's affecting your life quite negatively?
yeah, mostly negatively.
Okay, alright. So would you say that like the drinking problem that you have would be something that you would want to gain control over?
Yes, yeah, for sure.
So maybe so since you use it as a coping mechanism, is there anything that you could start using as a coping mechanism in lieu of drinking? Like is there anything else that you like to do to cope? Anything you do for self-care?
I like to work out.
Okay. Do you belong to like any type of gym?
No, I just do it in my house.
Okay, that's wonderful. That's good.
I also like cleaning.
Oh, do you? That's good. That's another like very positive thing that you can put into your life that doesn't involve drinking. Would you say that you would want to cut out drinking altogether, or just stop using it as a coping mechanism?
I would rather just try to figure out ways to do it like socially, or just limit it to like 1 glass a day rather than like a bottle like every 2 days.
Okay. That definitely makes sense. Well, the good thing about you coming in here today is that it shows that you want to make a life change. So, like, good for you for being here. I thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And, okay, so if you were to put together any type of goal for yourself, what do you think the goal would be?
Like any goal.
Any goal in relation to you not drinking?
I think my main goal is to not be stressed. So stressed that I feel like I need to unwind with alcohol, because I feel like alcohol is my coping for my stress. So if I got rid of the stress,
Absolutely, yes.
does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes like total sense. Do you have any type of support system at your house? Yeah? Okay. Are you okay?
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
It's just nice to talk to somebody
about
my
Oh, no, that's okay. That's okay. If you have to cry, go ahead. Like, if this is a normal emotion, you have to let some things out right now. You're obviously under some stress. You're not particularly happy with the way that you're coping with things, which is totally normal.
Well, it just, when you asked me, it made me remember that my sister is a big support of me, so it makes me emotional. I'm sorry.
No, that's good. That's good that you have a support system that you feel so passionately about, that like you're emotional about that. Like, you must have a very good sister.
I do.
Oh, well, you know what? That makes me really happy to hear, because far too often people have to go through their struggles by themselves.
That's so sad.
It is. It can be sad. But if you have the right support system, that definitely makes a huge difference. So I'm glad that you have your sister. Do you have anybody else?
I have my boyfriend.
Okay.
And my mom. And I have like a lot of people at work too.
Okay. So you have a great support system.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah, that sounds really good. So do you feel like if you were ever struggling to complete your goal, you could go to any one of your support systems and they would be able to help you through it?
Yeah.
That's really good. A lot of people, like, they're not that fortunate. So if we were to put together a plan today, which I think we should put together some type of small plan just to see if we can get the ball rolling on you, maybe cutting back on drinking, or maybe just finding another coping mechanism.
Okay.
So we're just going to brainstorm a little bit on that. So you said that you like to work out. Would you ever think about maybe joining a gym membership?
I think maybe not right now because of COVID.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
don't know
Understandable.
if I would want to go to a gym.
Okay.
I also like cooking.
Oh, that's a great one. That's good.
So I cook like every night too, which like calms me down and like makes me not stressed. And then like when I do the dishes, that's like part of my cleaning. So then I get it's just very therapeutic. For
Yeah,
me.
that sounds good.
So I guess like I could probably aim to like cook a little bit more like meals and maybe do like some more like cooking.
And so cooking's another thing you typically like to do to cope with stress?
Yeah.
That's good. That's really good. Okay, so since right now you had mentioned that you don't really drink a lot, but you drink enough that you consider it to be a problem, so maybe if you're okay with it, you can start by just cutting back on your drinking. We don't want you to have to stop drinking completely right now, because like if your body's becoming dependent of it, we don't want to take that away from you. But maybe just cutting back a little bit, see how your stress is doing.
Like 1 glass a night or like
So like, say if you normally have like 5 or 6 glasses of wine every night, maybe try cutting it back to 3 glasses.
like cut the amount like in
Yeah.
half and like
And then just see how you're feeling.
okay.
So just cut it in half and see how you're feeling. And then, like maybe, is there anything you like to do like as an activity that's not cooking? Like, do you go out with friends? Do you have an animal you like to walk?
I actually do hang out with my neighbor a lot.
Oh, okay. So she's a close friend.
She's very close, yeah.
Okay. So do you guys do any type of activities together?
We don't really do like activities. We just like we'll sit outside like in the sun and like
Okay.
but like with our wine. Is that bad?
Oh, no, that's okay.
Okay.
But when you're drinking to cope with something, it's different from when you're drinking socially.
Okay,
So that's when you have to start thinking about if you view something as a problem. So if you're going to your friend's house and you're having a glass of wine with her socially, it's going to be a different feeling from when you go to your house alone.
Yeah, like I don't
and you
feel
drink.
like depressed drinking with her.
Yeah.
Like I just feel like normal, like I'm just having a glass of wine with my friend.
Okay.
And then it's like she's just really funny, so
Yeah.
it's like
So it's a good.
it's just like a nice time.
That's a good source of entertainment for you as well. I'm just gonna touch on the depression a little bit. Is that something that you normally struggled with, or do you find it's just since you started drinking?
Just since I started drinking.
Okay.
I think it just kind of goes with my stress.
Okay, that's totally understandable. So if we were making some type of plan of action, how would you feel about maybe just limiting your intake of alcohol?
I would feel really good about it.
Okay, so maybe just whatever you have now, we just cut that in half, and then I can meet back with you sometime, maybe in the next week or two, and we can see how the cutbacks are going.
Okay.
If you're feeling okay, we can go from there.
Okay. I would like that.
Right.
And where do I book the appointment?
So when I'll walk you out, there's
Oh,
a
okay.
receptionist out there, and we'll book the appointment together. We'll try and kind of figure out when you're free, when I don't have other appointments.
Okay, I would like that.
Okay.
I don't like to go by myself.
Oh,
so.
no, that's okay. If you want me to go with you, that's no problem. I can go with
I would
you.
like that. You okay with me?
Okay, it's no problem.